Hello and welcome back to another episode of the RotoWire Fantasy Soccer Podcast. My name is Andrew Laird, Senior Soccer Editor of RotoWire, joined on this Monday, April 5th by Luis Pacheco to talk about Tuesday's Champions League slate. Atletico Madrid no longer in the Champions League, so we've apparently moved on to an Atlanta United shirt for the podcast. Apologies for those who are listening on the audio version and can't see that very stellar Atlanta United shirt on Luis.
Aren't we talking about the CONCACAF Champions slate, I thought?
That's right, CONCACAF Champions League. Yes.
No, just, Atletico is, we're running out of gasoline, so we lost against Sevilla, and, it's getting closer to La Liga, so I'm hoping that I can reverse the funk.
There you go. Is that a player jersey, or is it no name on the back?
No, there's no name on the back. I think this is like a training jersey from last season or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Whenever they are on sales for like $20, I buy some of them. So
makes sense.
Like
makes sense.
Yeah.
I
I do have the player edition, but it's too big for me now. But
well, that's nice. Always good to have stuff
nice.
that's too big for you.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about the UEFA Champions League. Tuesday's slate, Man City, big favorite at home, sort of at home in Sevilla. Speaking of Sevilla, against Dortmund, and then Real Madrid, slight home underdogs. They are actually at home against Liverpool. We were just talking before I started recording that the pricing's actually not that bad. At least if you want to play people that you want to play.
It's not that bad. So Chelsea and Man City are going to play in Spain now that they don't play again Atletico. This is amazing. The joke writes itself. Anyhow, we still got killed no matter what. So
still not
all
fair,
right. So
though.
yeah, it's it feels that Manchester City is like a machine. And Dortmund play actually decent against Eintracht Frankfurt, but they still lost. And we'll see what happened against Man City. Man City probably gonna dominate possession, right? And maybe Haaland. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, you cut out there for a second. You think Haaland scores?
Mine or? Yeah, I think. Well, I don't think Haaland scores, but at least the price is reasonable.
Yeah.
So I think that if we're gonna talk about forwards, I don't know what Man City is gonna play, but I think that you might want Gabriel Jesus or Sterling. They're all well priced. I'm not sure if I can do Aguero. Aguero feels like he's kind of out, so he's not gonna finish the game. Or Bernardo Silva, but I can be behind Sterling and Jesus. Haaland seems as good as the rest. It's just with Haaland is that even in a bad matchup for him, he still have 2-3 opportunities to score. He scored against Bayern. He hasn't scored in 3 matches, and if the circles around, he's signing next season. So.
I think what I like about
Haaland,
what I like about Haaland in the Champions League is that even if he only gets 2 or 3 chances, he scores every single time.
Yeah, he's very effective. So, and for that price and consider the rest of the forward, why not? I can see Mahrez at 8,600, but Mahrez is, not gonna give you a goal. Then Salah or Jota. Jota is scoring a lot. Real Madrid without Sergio Ramos, not the same.
Yeah.
But it's still Real Madrid, so
yeah, I think
the evil empire.
Yeah. So I was going through them all, and I think if you knew he was playing 90 minutes, and we almost know he's not going to play 90 minutes, but if you knew you were getting 90 minutes out of Sergio Aguero, I think you'd play him.
Yeah.
But we obviously don't know that. I think Mahrez is a little too expensive if you're trying to play De Bruyne also, and I assume everybody's going to try to play De Bruyne. So yeah, that started making me look at guys like Haaland, and Jota kind of jumped out at me because he's just a little cheaper than Salah, but I kind of like both Jota and Salah. I'm just not sure I can fit one or both with the other guys that I want to play at the other positions. So it's like, I don't know, forward's kind of weird because the pay down options like aren't great. Like I understand if somebody pays 5,700 for Bernardo Silva. I think Asensio has just as much chance of playing 90 as Aguero, and so you can just kind of take whichever one you think scores when they're on. But I don't know, it's weird. It's like the pricing isn't that tight, and yet you can't just play anyone you want because you're paying so much for De Bruyne. So you're kind of in that middle range. I don't know. I keep going back and forth, but all of them come back to like, maybe why don't I just play Haaland?
Yeah. I think. I mean, it's like at that point, it's like I feel for what you're saying. It's like, hey, should we just fill the rest of the lineup and leave the second forward open, and whatever plays. I mean, UEFA has Bernardo Silva and Foden. I don't believe that. I don't think that's going to happen, but who knows, right? So
yeah.
I don't know what Pep is going to do. I obviously don't know what Dortmund is going to do. Dortmund can go with one central midfielder just with the hood because they're going to get destroyed. So it is the truth. So, sure. It's not the same against, I mean, Eintracht Frankfurt just killed them at the counter. I mean, not that Manchester City will never counter, but, if you don't put more people in the middle, like if you remember the Sevilla game in Germany, I mean, Sevilla dominated the game and they were close. And if not because, I mean, it's not the same having Kevin De Bruyne and Aguero than the Sevilla guys, but, we'll see. So I think, I mean, like if I have the money to get to Haaland, I will definitely play him. So I feel that you might be better off play Ederson for what he feels, but, I don't know. Goalie seems like a complicated thing, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll get that one.
Yeah.
I don't know what like Sterling seems like he's the odd man out now, which is kind of weird, but I don't know. I think you can make an argument for any of the Man City guys up front. But Haaland and Jota or Haaland and Salah at least like jumped out at me at first. I kind of also always love Benzema. I never play him in cash, but I mean, nobody else scores for Real Madrid, and so if they're going to score, it's going to be him. Yeah,
I think I'm just keep talking about Salah. If they're going to play Marcelo, you might think, well, Marcelo with Salah, they're probably going to play Ferland Mendy as the third center back. So he's going to cover Salah, and he's a good defender. So, I mean, you can see a point to maybe play Salah. I feel that if Manchester City goes Mahrez against Guerrero and Sterling against whoever's going to play in the right back, which I guess is going to be Emre Can. Or Mateus Morey, right? So I don't know. Those mismatches you might be better off, but you gotta pay for them. So
Well, I mean, Sterling's actually decent. I mean, 7,100 is pretty good if he gets the call there.
And I think Gabriel Jesus is gonna start, so you can play him too. So I mean, I don't know what UEFA is smoking on these slates, but like sometimes they're good, sometimes I don't think that's pretty good. So anyhow, we'll see. So it's like Kevin De Bruyne. I like Tony Cruz for this slate. If you need the money, that's it. I mean, if you need the money, you have Rodrigo Busquets. So, well, a little bit better than Busquets actually. I mean, but he's weird. It's like I see his logs and he seems to score between 4 and 7 points every match. So. If he's dominated, I mean, everything else just doesn't look good to me. I mean, you can say, Casemiro at 6,000 is too much.
It's crazy.
I mean, he's the header guy now that Ramos not there. But I mean, how much mystique can I give to Real Madrid? Because even if I see the line and Real Madrid's a little bit favor, I mean, this Real Madrid team looks terrible. But, I don't know anymore. Especially a team against Liverpool, which is not going to be an easy team for them to play because, there's not much space, and they don't dominate possession, so Real Madrid can run. So we'll see. So for me, it's just Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, they have Phil Foden. I guess you will play Phil Foden if he starts. I'm not sure though. Obviously, there's Gundogan.
I'm just going to keep fading him.
But Gundogan at 7,000 is just too much. I mean, for me, it feels a lot.
I mean, I'm not sure what the price is that I play Gundogan, but thankfully 7,000 is not it.
Yeah. I wish I could play 4 or 5 defenders this late, but it is what it is. So.
I think I'm just hoping we get a gift like Ferran Torres or something like that.
Yeah, it will be good. We can get one of those. That'd be great.
But the midfield pool.
Ferran Torres will be great. Yeah.
Yeah, like, are you going to play Gio Reyna at 4,000? It's like one of those that like you get the salary savings. I mean, I don't think he starts, but like you get the salary savings, but it's almost like you're taking up a spot of a guy. Like why are you playing him?
Yeah. I don't know. I think like as you say, Ferran Torres will be great. If not, I'm probably gonna go Cruz and De Bruyne. I mean,
I assume everybody goes. Cruz, everybody in cash goes there right away. De Bruyne and Cruz.
Yeah, it just makes no sense to go anywhere else.
Right.
I mean, I see a point for GPP to spend in forward and maybe go cheap at midfielder, which Rodrigo or Fernandinho. Those guys seems to be okay, but like why?
What? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just not much upside.
Yeah, this is one of the slates that we need Lucas Vazquez at midfielder, but now he's defender. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's just nobody in midfield after Cruz. Like, really, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what's.
It's Cruz, yeah, and a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if Reina's going to play, but I won't play him. I mean, you can make a case for Henry Chan. Right
He's a
back,
defender, though.
Oh, is he a defender?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 2,500 as a right back. Sorry. Yeah, well, that's not bad, I guess. But defender is like so many good plays at a decent range. So.
But everybody plays TAA.
That way. Yeah, I really will play TAA. I believe. I mean, it will be TAA a lot, and I believe the Real Madrid fullbacks will be interesting. I mean, Lucas Vazquez will be decent price. Real Madrid plays at home, and it's not. I mean, Liverpool will probably try to counter as they do in Atalanta or when they go on those teams. Try to use the speed, and if they score a goal, as is possible, I'm sure Real Madrid is gonna do the cross rain they usually do. So. Yeah, they have size, so Casemiro and the center back. So I like Lucas Vazquez at that price. I mean, you can.
I definitely play him over Marcelo.
Yeah. Yeah, but Marcelo is just a wild card, right? I love to play Marcelo, especially I think in a 3 at the back. Marcelo will give. It will be last party of Marcelo. So Marcelo is just a player that is amazing. At his age, still is amazing. So he just can't defend, But as he having Mendy in the back helping him, he's gonna get trouble, especially to that left side with Thiago or Wijnaldum. So. Yeah, I like Marcelo, especially for the price, but I can see playing at TAA, Lucas Vazquez, and maybe Guerreiro if you want, or you can go Henry Chan. Robertson seems okay too, but I won't play Robertson. I feel that, Robertson seems to be a little bit more conservative these days, so I'd rather gamble with Guerreiro.
Yeah, it's pretty much all set pieces are his crosses. Like, he's not crossing as much in open play.
Yeah. And also Guerreiro took the corners this weekend, I think.
Yeah,
he did. And also, this is a showcase game for Man City. So, Man City is looking for a left back. Rafael Guerreiro is perfect. So, hey, maybe he tries hard.
I think if you play Marcelo, you should 100% play Benzema too.
Sure.
Just hope that Salah
I will play
scores
Marcelo.
early.
I mean, Yeah.
Salah scores early, and then Marcelo just starts bombing crosses in, and hopefully Benzema gets on the end of one.
Yeah. Yeah, if you get one of those, yeah, Marcelo definitely. Well, Benzema is expensive, but I can see Marcelo if he plays. If there's a 3 at the back, Marcelo should get to double digit. I think so.
Should.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. You can always, go all the way back down to Henry Chan, which is not a bad play.
I think plenty of people will play Chan.
Yeah, I think so. There's Cancelo always, right? So, Cancelo, Robertson, Guerreiro, or Marcelo. For the price, it seems that Guerreiro is the best, but how much of the ball is Dermot going to have? So it just feels that if you are banking on set pieces, you're not going to have them. The crosses are going to come from 50 yards from the box because that's what we expect, right? We expect Man City to dominate, Dortmund to try to get Haaland out in speed, and so it feels that I just got a hat trick for Guerreiro right there, but I won't play him. I think that might be better go Alexander, TAA, Lucas Vasquez, and Robertson maybe will be the most conservative, more cash friendly. I will play Marcelo because he plays at home, but Marcelo is 1,000 more than Robertson, so that you might need 1,000 somewhere else.
Yeah, it's a decent amount of money.
Yeah.
I just don't see the way that you have money left over for Ederson.
No, if you go expensive forward, you have to play the cheapest goalie, which is Alisson, I think. I don't know which one it is. So
no, it's Hitz, the Dortmund guy.
Oh, Hitz, yeah, the Dortmund guy. Yeah, whoever you can afford.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
Let me check. I haven't even checked the price. It's just goalie. I rarely check goalie because it is what it is, right?
Right, you're either paying up or you're paying down. The middle range is
always
overlooked.
Alisson, I feel Alisson has a good chance of, but the difference is price, not too much. So Hitz is cheap, and then Courtois is cheaper than Alisson. I like Courtois at home if you can get to Ederson. Definitely Hitz might get a lot of shots. You never know. Right?
The thing is, if I play him, they'll score 4 goals on 4 shots on target, and so he'll have no saves, and it won't even matter.
Yeah, that's it. That's the truth. Well, Hitz. At least it's a different, like 1,000 over almost 1,000 with Courtois. So
yeah,
hey, you can totally do that. Let's see. We do this. We do this. We do. Yeah, I'm just trying to see what can I do a forward with. I had this money, so yeah, there's not much I can do.
Yeah, Haaland and another higher price one is not so. You can get a number of guys, but I think Emre Can opens up so much that I think a lot of people are just going to play him, and obviously that means you could either play 3 defenders or. Like we're talking about how there are a bunch of defenders we want to play, but you're using one spot on Emre Can if you want to be able to pay up elsewhere. Yeah,
you're right. Yeah, I think Hitz is going to be popular just because forward is so bad at the bottom. So.
Right.
Yeah, so to try to get to a 7,000 guy, you want to play Bernardo Silva, would be my guess, but... It's just tough to play Bernardo Silva. I like him as a player, but the upside is very small.
Yeah, exactly. We just got to hope for Ferran Torres. That's all. That doesn't solve the forward position, but at least gives us one cheap option.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
If you guys have enjoyed the video, if you're watching on YouTube, if you could please hit the like button below. Feel free to subscribe for all the RotoWire videos. If you are listening to the audio version of this podcast, if you could please rate and review it wherever you listen. If you'd like to follow up with Luis, you can find him on Twitter at Pacheco. You can find me at RotoWire Andrew. We're also available in the RotoWire subscriber Discord. If you are not in that, just go to rotowire.com/chat to join there. If you are not a RotoWire subscriber and would like to try us out, just go to rotowire.com/YouTube or pod, P-O-D. Gets you 10 free days to the site, access to all the sports we cover, as well as that subscriber Discord chat. So definitely take advantage of that. Luis, thank you, and good luck on Tuesday.
Good luck.